Hello and welcome to Point of View. China has stunned US intelligence and military officials by testing a nuclear-capable hypersonic missile that traveled through low orbit in space, making a full circle around the globe before speeding towards its target. British publication Financial Times carried an article on October 16 reporting that China had tested a nuclear-capable hypersonic glide vehicle in August that circled the globe flying through low orbit before speeding towards its target. Although the missile missed its target by some 40 kilometers or 24 miles, it nonetheless demonstrated an advanced space capability that caught US intelligence by surprise. The test showed that China had made astounding progress on hypersonic weapons and was far more advanced than US officials realized, the report said, citing people familiar with the intelligence. It must be noted that the US and Russia are also developing hypersonic missiles, and last month North Korea said it had test-fired a newly developed hypersonic missile. Unlike ballistic missiles, hypersonic missiles fly into outer space before returning on steep trajectories at higher speeds towards targets at lower altitudes and are difficult to defend against. They can achieve more than 5 times the speed of sound, or about 6,200 kilometers per hour, or 3,850 miles per hour. Hypersonic and orbital technologies enable countries to deliver weapons, potentially with a nuclear warhead, against a target in a way that is difficult to track, unlike intercontinental ballistic missiles. The defense strategists warn that this is clearly the Chinese government flexing its muscles. The global community is abuzz with speculations over how the US government is going to respond. US officials and analysts claim that China's missile buildup is shrouded in secrecy against a backdrop of worsening US-China relations marked by little communication between Beijing and Washington, the perfect recipe for a destabilizing arms race. China has, however, officially denied the report of hypersonic missile test. Beijing was quick to dispute the report of a hypersonic test. Foreign Ministry spokesman Zhao Lijian said in a public statement that the test involved a regular spacecraft, some parts of which got detached before re-entering the Earth's atmosphere and burnt up over the East China Sea. He said the test was for peaceful purposes of outer space. The US intelligence community in its annual threat assessment this year stated that Beijing will continue the most rapid expansion and platform diversification of its nuclear arsenal in its history. The US Office of Director of National Intelligence said China intends to at least double the size of its nuclear stockpile during the next decade and to field a nuclear triad referring to air, sea and land-based weapons systems. China's strategic weapons buildup has accelerated in the last decade or so. By 2035, China wants to reach near parity with the US military. Some US defense and military experts believe that at least in some areas, parity has already been reached, and that US-China dialogue about strategic stability is incredibly urgent. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.